Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Off Grid Life for the Common Man. I am Off Grid Kerr. So, as you can see by the title of the video, I am going to be doing a unboxing and review of a 200 amp hour battery that I bought off of Amazon. Now, the thing about it is this: is that you know I did not buy this battery outright. I basically got it on a firm, which allows you to credit items and then basically pay for it over time, which is what I did. So that's what I'm doing right now. The thing about it is this: is that when you use a firm may start you out if you have the thing. Okay, so let me start over. A firm, you can get a firm even if you have bad credit. However, having bad credit, a firm might just start you off with $100 and some. The thing about it is that if you pay that off, then a firm will increase your credit line, which is what it's done for us. In the past, we had good credit. We had like 680 in credit, and our credit is now all the way down to 500 something. And in the past, we had used a firm to purchase our children's bed and paid for it over time and paid it off. And then, our credit fell on hard times and, whatever it is. And then when we decided to use a firm again, we only had like $100 and some. And then we just paid it off. And then a firm gave us like a little bit more. And that's what I used to purchase the 200 amp hour battery. Now, let me tell you something. I was not expecting that battery to be so massive. That battery is so massive, and you're going to see it in the video. I'm going to be putting my foot. My foot is 9.5 inches long. And that battery is like really, really big. But, without saying too much, let's get right into the video.
Hello everyone, welcome back to channel Off Grid Life for the Common Man. I am Off Grid Kerr, and what you're seeing right now is going to be a unboxing of my 200 amp hour Life PO4 battery. Just a quick thing is just that I did not buy this outright. I got this on credit on a firm on Amazon, and you don't have to have stellar credit to get this, and you can still get a low APR, a low monthly payment. This battery was about $250 something, and on a firm, basically I'm paying $20 something a month until it's fully paid off. I mean, I got some other stuff on a firm, so it's gonna take a while, but the thing about it is this: is that when you're doing the Affirm stuff, then the first battery I got, the 100 amp hour battery, I got that on Affirm, and I paid for it monthly until I had the money to pay the rest of it off, and I just paid the rest of it off in bulk. And then now there's like, okay, now that you paid that off, basically we can give you some more. So that's what they did, and that's what we take advantage of. And I think a lot of us who are prepping should do this. I know that some of us can afford that, like that $20 here a month or $20 there a month, and I think that you should do that, especially when it comes to prepping. You may not be able to afford stuff outright. You may not have the direct $300, $500, $700, but why not get the most necessary things on credit and pay for it over time, and then save a little bit and just pay off the bulk so that you can just get another thing on credit, which is what we do. At the same time too, even though credit is not going to matter in a couple of months while this thing continues to collapse, it helps you to build your credit as well, because what it does an auto payment. So it does not do the payment where you decide when you want to pay, or you pay when you want to pay. No, it does an auto payment. So I'm in agreement with that. You know, people have to get their money back and stuff like that, because there's a lot of people that basically take stuff on credit and don't pay it back. So let's get to the unboxing. This is a LiFePO4 battery, 200 amp hour. This thing was extremely heavy to pick up. This thing was really heavy for me to bring to the bedroom. So right now I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to take out my box cutter and get ready. All right, people, the moment of truth. Oops. Can't hold my hand straight while holding this camera. I can't find my tripod since we've moved, so it's gonna take a while for me to, like, you know. So I hope you guys just enjoy the unboxing in this way. All right. Hopefully, you guys, you could just like speed up the video. You could. Oh my goodness, I am doing terrible at this right now. I'm being very terrible at this at the moment. All right, so let's spin it around. Heavy box, trust me, this is really heavy. And let's do this side too. So I don't want you to see my name actually. So it's not about seeing my name, but my address as well. My new address. So, you know, don't want you to see that. All right. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me put down this right now. Here we go. Oh, my knee. Ow, this floor. All right. Of course, you can see the bolts that go into the terminals. Oh goodness, look at this. Look at this. Look at this thing, man. Oh my gosh, look at this. Heavy is the way. Oh my Lord, heavy is the way. Heavy is the way. Heavy is the way, my friends. Look at this. My goodness, look at this. Okay, so it has a, to pull it out, it has a handle, but the handle, okay, it has a handle on both sides, so it has handles on both sides. So one handle here, one handle here. So okay, let me pause my video. I'm gonna pull it out. Family and friends, this thing is massive. Look at that. This thing is massive. Look at the size of this, man. "12-volt, 200 amp hour, 2,560 watt hour, and a 200 amp BMS. It's a LiFePO4 battery. Look how massive this thing is. That is massive. This, oh, okay. Let me show you how massive this thing is. I'm going to show you how massive this thing is. Look at this. My foot is 9.5 inches. Just to let you know. 9.5 inches, right? Look at this thing right now. This thing is massive. This thing is big. And it's also extremely heavy. Alright, look at that. Look at that, man. It is big. This thing is big. My goodness. My goodness. It is extremely massive. Okay, so let's look at the top right now. Alright, it's covered in plastic. The terminals are actually even covered by plastic as well. So I guess that things can't, you know, go. Yeah, so the top is, you know, wow, look at this. That is, it's covered in plastic. Neat. So, and they gave us 4 bolts. And I do not understand why they gave us 4 bolts. And I guess this is for this little booklet here. Yep. Yep, it tells you how. Oh, I like this. I like this. It tells you how to connect it, you know, in series parallel. Wow, wow, wow. In series parallel. So my goal is that by, hopefully by the end of summer, I can have 2 more or 3 more of this and have 4 in all to create a full 48 volt system. And a 48 volt system is a system that will be able to run your home. It can run heavy equipment like your stove and your dryer. So I'm thinking that I need a system like that. I need a 48 volt system, and 48 volts times, say, 200, that's I can't do that math, so I'd have to do that math later, or I would have to just like put up the calculations on the screen for you. So that would be like really something to do. Got 4 bolts, 2 plastic insulations. This is for off-grid. It shows you it runs RVs as well. UPS backup. I don't know what a UPS is. I don't know if it means like the common oh, it looks like when I was using the box cutter, that's what happened to it. I used the box cutter and I cut into it. So it is sharp after all. Yeah, but I like this part. I like that they have like an example of how you can connect it in series and parallel, or series or parallel connection. Yeah, but I plan to do a I plan to do a 48 volt connection, not a 12 volt connection. For now, it's going to be a 12 volt connection because I'm going to connect it to the 100 amp hour and make it 300 amp hour. And I believe that's a parallel connection that makes it a, because when you do parallel connection, that makes it into a, it adds the amp hours together. And when you connect it in series, it add the volts together. So, I was told, and I researched, that you do not, when you have different amp hour batteries, different sizes, so you do not connect them in series, because the larger battery will drain the lower battery and stuff, and then that lower battery will never be able to recharge itself. So do not connect them in series, connect them in parallel. And if you're not sure, look on the internet at the people who have been doing this for a while, because they will tell you, don't do it. You understand? You don't have to take my word for it. Do your own research, as I've been doing constantly. I've been doing my own research over and over and over again. So, people, just stop sitting on your ass. Get your stuff done. Get it done. Next week, I'm going to be showing you guys my setup now, because I'm going to reset up the solar system. I'm getting some solar panels. I'm going to start setting it up. And I want you guys to be there with me. Stop sitting on your ass, people. You know what time it is, because there's going to be rolling blackouts during the summer. There's a fear of rolling blackouts during the summer. So, even if there isn't, I don't see why not prepare. I don't see a problem with preparing. So, if there is rolling blackouts during the summer, I can guarantee you me and mine are going to be okay. Because, if I have at least 2 of these batteries right now, I'm going to be able to have the lights on all night. Because if a 100 amp hour can run my fridge for 3 days, my fridge and washing machine for 3 days without dying, and I have one EcoFlow that runs the TV for at least 12 hours. So by the time sunlight comes up again, that EcoFlow will charge up one more time. If I have things like that is running, then unlike many of you, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to actually even be entertained. My kids are going to be entertained. You understand? If they, and my children don't even like TV that much as they like going outside. My children are true Jamaicans. They love to go outside and play. So, you know, anyway, people, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? You should start getting your stuff together. Start preparing. Start putting some money together to get these types of things. And this is my recommendation again. My recommendation is that you get this off of Affirm on Amazon if you have an Amazon account, and pay for it little by little until you get to a point where you kind of save up some money and pay off the bulk and get a higher credit line. Anyway, people, enough love and respect. Peace. I'm out. This is Off Grid Car for the Off Grid Life.